वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। समस्त जन कल्याण निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम् अच्युतं
केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं।
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 तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं।
तुम मेरा जैसे बुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
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 फिर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं,
फिर शबरी की जैसे खिलाते नहीं,
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
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 माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा की जैसे सुलाते नहीं,
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
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 गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं,
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं,
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं।
बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की
जय।
Hari Om to each and every one of you, taken by surprise. Today we gather here to celebrate the illustrious Pandit Ram Samoj Janam Din, Shubh Janam Din, Panditji. So we want to welcome each and every one of you who are taking the time in this inclement weather, traffic jam on the highway, to welcome each and every one of you, and we hope that we have a very pleasurable evening. I think that most of the people get caught up in the traffic, so welcome to each and every one. And we also want to welcome our beloved Guruji, Swami Prakashanand. We know today, I always tell Swami I want to laugh a little bit today, so welcome to you, Swamiji.
Good, good. There's some wonderful verses in Ramayana, very famous portion of the Ramcharitmanas. Just we'll sing 1 or 2 lines so that everybody could get to sing Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. You will not know the verses, but Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, everybody will know. So you can get to say that. Right. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
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 बिनु पद चलई सुनई बिनु काना.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
कर बिनु कर्म करई विधि नाना.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
आनन रहित सकल रस भोगी.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
बिनु पानी बकता बर जोगी.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
धन बिनु परस नयन बिनु देखा.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
ग्रहई घ्राण बिनु पास अशेषा.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
असि सब भाति अलौकिक करनी.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
महिमा जास नहीं वरनी.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी. नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र. येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः. प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम्. Let me welcome all of you to this yajna on behalf of Pandit Ram Samuj and Mrs. Ram Samuj and this family and the members of this temple. We have been coming here for a number of years now, and every time Mrs. Ram Samuj will say, Swamiji, it is up to you. You talk whatever you want. I have to be careful also what I talk. Because one man one day told me, Swamiji, your speech was very moving. He said, your speech was very moving. It moved me towards the exit. So I have to make sure that I don't move anybody towards the exit. So, this time, however, Mrs. Ram Samuj requested that I speak on the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita deals with a very important question. And Arjuna himself asked, Prayana kale cha katham nyeyosi niyatatmabhihi. There are several questions there. Kim tad brahma? Kim adhyatmam? Kim karma purushottama? Adhibhutam cha kim proktam? Adhidaivam kim uchyate? Adhiyajna katham kotra dehesmin madhusudana. 6th and the last question in this 8th chapter, it begins with these questions by Arjuna. The last question is, Prayana kale cha katham nyeyosi niyatatmabhihi. Now, in this 3 days of satsang we are having here, I will only be able to deal with that last question. We can't answer all seven questions. That is not possible. Means, even the last question I cannot finish. But we will attempt. Better try and fail than fail to try. So, normally I tell you this question first. We have to understand the question, otherwise. Sometimes we hear the answer alone and you don't know the question. If you come to only hear the answer and you didn't hear the question, you'll be confused. We have to hear both the question and the answer. Sometimes when people don't hear the question, they answer still. So they give some other. Once I was at one place, that son is asking that mother, where is that laundry ticket which I gave you? Where is that laundry ticket which I gave you? She said, yes, yes. The scorpion was walking up on the wall and I killed it. No, what relation is that to that thing? That means she did not hear the question. So we have to first hear this question. Prayana kale. Prayana kale means at the time of death. Now there is a Pitripaksh time. There is a Pitripaksh time which is going on here. So everybody wants to know about death. Well, before that, everybody is scared of zombie. I think the younger generation is not scared of zombie anymore, but in the old days, it still has some people who are scared of zombie. That is true. But most people nowadays don't care about zombie and lagahu and thing. Arjuna is asking, Prabhu, at the time of death, how am I going to remember you? Prayana kale cha katham nyeyosi niyatatmabhihi. Nyeya means to know you, but really to remember. How at the time of death am I going to remember you? Bhagavan said, I could answer that whole question in one sentence. Remember me your whole life, and at the time of death you will remember me. That's the answer. Arjuna said, okay, second question then. How to remember you my whole life? That is a big question, isn't it? How to remember you my whole life? Because the answer to the question is very easy. Look here. If your whole life you're doing mathematics, right? Your whole life you're doing mathematics. Like some people have math whiz. What do you call it? Math whiz or something. Now, your whole life you're doing mathematics and you're teaching mathematics and you're all that kind of thing, right? You're giving lessons in mathematics. Then when you reach 60, you retire. 60, 65 or whatever, you retire. Now, somebody come and hire you to teach English. You will teach English? No. How you for 45 years you're teaching math. When you reach 65 now, somebody will hire you to teach English. You will confuse all those English students. I mean, whatever you've been doing your whole life, if they hire you to do that, you will be able to do it. But not to suddenly you do something. In the same way, if you remember me your whole life, that is the idea. If you remember me your whole life, at the time of death, you will be able to remember me. Look, I told you the whole 8th chapter and finished there. This is what the 8th chapter is about. But the problem is how to remember Bhagwan our whole life. That is trouble. So now Bhagwan has to explain long chapter. The answer is easy. Actually, I'll tell you something. The answer about life's answers are very simple. Very, very simple. Everything about life. Bhagwan did not make complex life. We made. Everything about life is so simple, I tell you. Amazing thing. But we have too many attachments, too many desires, too many craving, longing, too many, what do you call things hidden in the cupboard. What do you call it? Closet. Huh? Skeletons in the closet. Yeah. We have too many skeletons in the closet. We have too many, otherwise life's problems are situations are very simple to deal with. We complicate that, we convolute the whole thing. So now here is the question, how to remember you at the time of death, and the answer is very, very simple. I'll show you. Remember me your whole life. Now that is a very simple thing I tell you. If we were not too much taken up with, well, I have to remember to do this, and I have to remember to do that, and because we are always running after some bigger goal. And in order to get the bigger goal, we have to do this, and do that, and do the other thing. And it's an amazing thing. And in the end, when I get the bigger goal, what happened? The goal we run after in the world, right? After we finish, we get that thing, we finish. The goal remains. We gone. Now let us see Bhagwan's reply to Arjuna's question. How to remember you at the time of death. He's going to try to explain. Antakale chamam eva. This is number 5. Now we'll sing from there, right? Antakale means at the end of life. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sab gaye.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Antakale cha mameva smaran mukta kalevaram.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Yaprayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayah.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tat avbhavitah.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmarayudhya cha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Mayyarpita manobuddhi mame vaishyasya samshayam.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Abhyasa yogena yuktrena etasananyagamina.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Paramam purusham divyam yati parthanuchintayan.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri
Krishna Sharanam Mama. Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. Antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati samadbhavam yati na asti atra samshayam or samshayaha. Bhagavan says, first thing, those who remember me at the time of death, they come straight to me, and atra na asti samshayaha. There is absolutely no doubt about this matter. There is no doubting that the one who remembers me at the time of death, he comes to me. And really speaking, even if that fellow had done all sorts of other things during his life. And in the Shastra, there is a very famous story of the man named Ajamila. Ajamila was a Mahapapi. Mahapapi mane? And this fellow, he didn't have nothing, no bad thing in the society that he never used to do. He used to do everything. Mahapapi, Ajamila. And in the end, when he was about to die, Ajamil called his son's name. His son's name was Narayana. And he died. He called Narayan. And he died. There's a nice story of a fellow. He was a Muslim, So Muslim people, they don't like pigs. Pig? They don't like pig. American people like pig. They do. They have festivals and all where they have all sort of pig race and all kind of thing. Pig race. Some places here in Trinidad there's pig race. But anyway, the Muslim people don't like pig. They don't like pig. Other people don't like this. Those people don't like that. Everything, isn't it? So they don't like pig. So in Vrindavan one day, a Muslim fella turned in a corner, going up the road. He turned in a corner, and a pig coming down the road turned in the same corner. So the two, it looked like both of them were in a hurry. So they had an accident. The fella clashed with the pig. Clash or crash? Clash or crash, whatever, with the pig, right? And, well, of course, he tried to avoid the pig, but they clash. And he fell down. He fell backward. And when he was falling like that, he said now, in Urdu, haram! Haram! Haram means, like namak haram? People listen in Trinidad, namak haram? So haram means like that. Haram means curse. Fire! Curse, like that. Like that. Haram! So when he was falling, he said that, and he fell, and his head hit the edge of the culvert on the corner. The concrete culvert. And he died. Now this fella, he reached Swarga. Swarga, there the king is Indra. In heaven, the king named Indra. So this fella reached Swarga now. So Indra said, how you come here? Because he never did any punya karma. Punya karma means any good karma. How you come here? He said, but I myself asking the same question. How I come here? But I like this place. This place looking nice. I want to stay here. Indra said, no, you can't stay here. This place is for people who did lot of punya karma. You have to have done a lot of punya karma in your life. You did not do, so you can't stay here. That fellow said, well, if I came here, I did not bring myself here, Somebody brought me here. So Indra thought, well, the only person who is the dispenser of karma phala, the results of karma, the one who dispenses the results of karma, has to be Bhagwan. So Indra went to Bhagwan. He said, Bhagwan, how did this happen? Bara anarth ho gaya. Bara anarth means some great injustice has taken place. ये जो महापापी है, he was a big sinner, this fellow. स्वर्ग में कैसे आए? How he came to Swarga? Bhagwan said, well, at the time of dying, he called my name. He said, he called your name? Indra checked back with Chitragupt. Indra checked back with Chitragupt. Chitragupt is the fellow who records. He is the registrar. Chitragupt is the registrar. He records everything. So Indra checked back with the registrar now, with Chitragupt. Suddenly he came back to Bhagwan. He said, Bhagwan, what do you mean he said your name? When he was dying, he said, haram. Curse. Bhagwan said, but in haram, Ram is there, na? Indra said, Prabhu, that is true. Ram is there. And Ram is the last. Is her in first. Her and then Ram in. Ram in last also. That's the last thing he said. Haram. So Indra thought, okay, Prabhu, take it. He said haram. But look here. He did not even know that he was calling your name. Isn't it? He may have said haram, But he did not know that he was calling your name even. Bhagavan said, that is okay. He did not know, but I knew, na? I knew he was calling my name. And I have promised. I promise everywhere. In Rama and Geeta, everywhere I promise this here. Anja kale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram ya prayati sammad bhavam. That person who at the end dies remembering me, saying my name, calling my name, that person comes to me. So, one has to remember the Lord's name, or remember the Lord. Nama Rupa is one and same. Where there is Nam, there is also Rup. Let me tell you something. If you see a Rup and you don't know the name, if you see any form and you don't know the name, immediately you give it a name. The young people, these days, they call it their thingy. The thingy. So you give it a name, a generic name until you find out the proper name. So, the person who calls my name or who remembers my form at the time of death, that person comes to me. Or he doesn't have any destiny which is bad. He has a very good destiny. In this case, this fellow went to Swarga. Bhagavan gave him Swarga. So, Bhagavan said, I have promised that if anybody remembers me or calls my name, they go to Swarga. So he went. So this is how strongly the tradition holds this principle. That at the end, it says, Ya prayati samad bhavam yati na asti atra samshaya. And he said, there should be no doubt about this. Even if this person did not know he was calling my name. That is how it is. Like Ajamil. He was calling his son in Bhagavatam. One judge have the attendant there. Na. So when the next case comes up, the judge shouts the name to the attendant. So the name will tell, okay, Rajaram, now come. Your case, Rajaram. So the attendant would shout out the name loud because judge doesn't want to shout like that. So an old man walking in the court that time, when he was supposed to call now. An old man walking in the court and he have any hat. So the judge was an Indian judge. He get angry with the man walking in the court. And in Bhojpuri tell him, Topi nikal. This fella shout, Topi nikal. Topi nikal means next case. He did not know that this Topi nikal means take out your hat. He thought that is the next case. Who is Topi nikal? Come now. Look here. This fellow is shouting something which he does not know. In the same way, if we shout the Lord's name at the end, which we do not even know. That is the tradition. In the next verse, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tamtame vaiti kaunteya satatat bhava bhavita. See, this is very important principle here. Two things are there. One is, whatever we remember at the time of death, there is where we'll go. Whatever we remember. You know, people are always trying to outwit God, you know. Try to outsmart God. One fellow went to God and he tell him, he said, Prabhu, he said, 1 million years. That's like 1 second to you, na? Bhagavan said, yeah, 1 million years like a second to me. Was there nothing? He said, Prabhu, $1 million. That's like 1 cent to you, na? Bhagavan said, yeah, $1 million like 1 cent is nothing. He said, Bhagavan, give me a cent, na? Bhagavan said, wait 1 second, na, I will give you. Wait 1 second. So he tried to outsmart God to get $1 million. But God always have one more up and has one more upon us, you know. So, like this, one fellow went to a satsang and he was hearing that at the time of death, if I call Bhagwan's name, that time I will reach Bhagwan, or I will go to Swarga. He heard that thing. So he decided, this is a very good thing. Now I'm going to get married and I will have my children. I will name them after Bhagwan. I will name all my children after Bhagwan. And when I'm dying on my deathbed, they will all be standing there. He was a shopkeeper. Shopkeeper he was. When I'm dying, they will all be standing around me and I'll call their name, you know. So he named his son Ram Sham, Ganesh and Shiva. Ram Sham, Ganesh and Shiva. So now really in his old age and time to die now, all his 4 sons were there. He said, Ram, you're here? Yes. Sham, you're here? Yes. Ganesh, you're here? Yes. Shiva, you're here? Yes, I'm here. Oh, so he went on calling now, Ram, Sham, Ganesh, Shiva. Ram, Sham, Ganesh, Shiva. And he waiting to die now, but calling them name. Ram, Sham, Ganesh, Shiva. That time, he said, oh God, 4 you're here? Who am I in the shop? And he did. Means if 4 of them here, who taking care of the shop? Maybe in next life he come a shop. Anyway, but here the idea is, whatever we remember at the end, Bhagavan said, not only the first principle, if you remember me, you come to me. The broader principle is, whatever we remember at the end, that is what we become. That is the broader principle. Now, the other idea which is there in that same thing, he said, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tam eva iti kaunteya. And here is where the gavel drops down, you know. Sada tad bhava bhavitaha. That phrase is very significant. That means that whatever you were remembering all your life, that is what you will remember in the end. So now, we can't hope to outsmart God. Because if I'm remembering shop in my whole life, when the end comes, so I remember God? No, you remember shop. Next life you become a shopper. Your whole life you only shopping. You see, so many people I know like that, they must be remembering shop in their past life. So they become shoppers only. So anyway, tam tam eva iti kaunte sadatad bhava bhavitaha. He says, because you were always remembering that thing, that is where what you will remember at the end, and there is where you will go. In the 6th chapter, now this is 8th chapter, just 2 chapters before, Bhagavan tells there that the force of the preoccupation in the previous life drives this person into this next life. We go and we find ourselves doing the same thing that we were doing. You know, who will go to God or go to Swarga? No such thing. We just go back straight. But for the person who remembers God throughout his life, that person will certainly remember him at the end of the life, and he will reach that Lord. He says, Tasmat, therefore, Sarveshu Kaleshu, this is the next verse, Sarveshu Kaleshu Mamanusmara Yudhyacha. You remember me at all times, in all places, and do your duty. While you are doing your duty. People say, no, how I'll do my duty? Well, see, I have this duty to do and that duty to do. How I'll remember God? People feel that they can't do it. Let me tell you, we can very well do it. We're just lazy, we don't want to. Anytime a human being make a complaint or excuse about anything, it's just he's lazy, he don't want to do it. Lazy fellow. Look here. When there is something which you like, for example, I used to like to listen to the bhajans of Jagjit Singh. Right? So if Jagjit Singh come in by my house today, let us just say, you think that will ever come out of my mind? When I get up in the morning and I know Jagjit Singh come in by my house tonight, whole day, that will ever get out of my mind? No. If my neighbor come in and I forget that. If a neighbor come into my house, he tell me I will come tonight by your place. I forget that tonight I gone somewhere. When he come here, but if Jagjit Singh come in, so that day, it is not that I stop doing all my work. I continue doing all my work. But behind my mind, all the time, I have that one memory that Jagjit Singh coming to my house tonight, isn't it? I keep on doing all my duty. I go to work also. I can't leave my job. I have to go to work and do what I have to do. Suppose I am a businessman. I have to go and do my business. But throughout that day, while I am doing whatever I am doing, I keep on remembering, oh, Jagjit Singh coming to my house tonight, you know. So when people love something, they remember. But when you tell them to remember, they don't want to remember. We say, no, I can't do that. And I'm doing my duty. How am I going to remember? Why you remember Jagjit Singh? And all the other foolish things that we remember. We remember. We just make excuse. No. I have to concentrate on my work. You know, I can't concentrate on God and concentrate on my work at the same time. But we do it all the time for useless things. You just see here. Suppose you win the lottery Friday night. Friday night you check and you win the lottery. But you could only go Monday to collect that money. Draw Saturday? Okay. Suppose you win the lottery Saturday. But you can't go Saturday, you can't go Sunday, you have to go Monday. And Monday is Republic Day. Then you have to go Tuesday now. Between Saturday and Tuesday, you forget you win the lottery? Who will forget? Even if you win $10, you won't forget. I tell you, what if you win $1 million? But he is sleeping for 3 days. Because he loves money. Correct or not? He loves money. So, in those days, he will get up in the morning, he'll brush his teeth, he'll take his bath, he'll do whatever, he'll cook his meal, he'll do all the things that he normally does. But he'll never forget that he won that lottery. You see? People can do it. But when you tell, just as you remember how you win the lottery, remember God instead. No. I have to concentrate on my cooking, I'll cut my hand. He make an excuse real fast. You see? This is a human being. Alasya. Bhagavan called later on in this Geeta only, lazy. So that lazy intellectually. You don't want to do it. And human being is very good like that. Anytime tell him to do anything good, he have 100 excuses. You tell him to do anything bad, you say, now you tell me? So, he says, it's a smart, Sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmara yuddhisha. I mean, do your duty and remember me at all times and all places. Constantly you remember me and do your duty. Mayyar pitamano buddhihi. Mame vaishyasya samshayam. Mame vaishyasi asamshayam. You will certainly come to me without a doubt. Surrendering your mind and intellect to me, abhyasa yogena yuktena chetasa nanyagamina, keeping the mind fixed on me only throughout the life. Do whatever you do, but always think, I'm doing this for my Bhagavan. I keep Bhagavan in the mind. Paramam purusham divyam yati partha anuchintayan. Without any doubt, you certainly come to me, having thought about me all the time. Kavim Purana Manushasana. And now in those few verses, he describes that reality. Then, one technique is given already. What is the technique? Remember me at the time of death. No, that is for the ordinary bhakta, you know. Remember me at the time of death. That is all. Remember Bhagavan. You call Narayan, and let the body go. Oh, But what about those yogis and all those people who practice all sorts of yoga and all? He says, now this will be number 12. Now see this number 12. For all these yogis and all who practice all different types of yoga, what they have to do? Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
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 Sarvadvarani Samyamya Manohridi Kriyya
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Murdhyadhayatmana pranam astito yogadharana.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Omedhyekaksharam brahma yaharan mamanusmaran.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Yaprayati tyajandeham sayati paramam gatim.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Ananyashita sadgatam yo mam smarati nityashah.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Tasyaham sulabha partha nityayuktasya yoginah.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Mamopetya punarjanma dukkhalayam shashvatam.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Napnuvanti mahatmanah samsiddhim paramam gatah.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri
Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Sarvadvarani Samyamya. For all those people who are very good at practicing yoga and all of that, right? There are many people who practice yoga. So now the ordinary bhakta, the ordinary person, like you and I, when we are about to die, Bhagavan says, you just have to chant my name. Then we'll reach Bhagavan. Some people ask, why I want to reach Bhagavan? I want to come back here. Some people want to come back. Shastras allow. If you want to come back, come back. But there is no guarantee you will come back as a human being. You might come back as a donkey. Donkey, monkey, frog. And you'll come back as something which we don't like. Like how people don't like frog. And they don't like snake. Because what? Sada tad bhava bhavitaha. Look here. Do you think more about your friends or your enemies? People think more about their friends or their enemies. Enemies, and the enemy happily sleeping. People think more about their enemies, this fella like this, and this fella like that, and he this, and he that, and she this, and she that. People only thinking about their enemies, about their friends. Only if the friend call, oh, hey, how you going? Then you remember you have to call. So anyway, Sadatat Bhava Bhavita, people who say they want to come back, but we are not sure that we'll come back as a human being. We'll come back as anything. Therefore, he says, remember me at the end and come to me. But this is for the ordinary bhakta, to remember Bhagwan, chant his name. Those people who do a lot of yoga. So he says, Sarvadvarani samyamya mano hridi nirudhya cha murdhyadhayat mana pranam astito yoga dharana. He means to say, for the yogi, what he has to do at the time of death, he has to now bring all his energies up to his head and let the energy come through his Brahmarandra like this. Now, what does an ordinary bhakta or devotee? He doesn't know anything about this. These people who do yoga and Kundalini yoga and to raise the Shakti from one chakra to the next chakra and this and that, and they do like that, right? They know about that. So Bhagwan is speaking this thing to them. So this is one type of person who does this yoga and all that. He has to learn how to bring that energy up the spine all the way up to the Brahmarandra and like that. But you don't have to worry, only one verse he gives like that. This is for those people who are, the rest of the verses is back to the normal. Now, if you're a yogi, those yogis, Kundalini yogis and all, and you want to do that, then you have to study that verse a little bit more, because that is briefly given. Then you have to find a proper teacher also. Because don't go and mess around with Kundalini and all that kind of thing. You'll get yourself in trouble. And when you get in trouble, then you will not know what to do. I know people come to me and they tell. One man was telling me that Kundalini was rising. And right now he hooked somewhere in the back day. Really, he's telling. He just same word he used. He said hook in the back day somewhere. That Kundalini was rising and now he hooked in the back day and now it can't go nowhere. And I have an immense pain. He said, do something for me. He's telling me, do something. I said, look, you better go from here, Father might hook me too. What I'll do? You can't do anything. I am not a Kundalini yogi. There's a different path. That is like you go to an English teacher in the university and telling the English teacher, professor, you mix this chemical for me, sulfuric acid and what you call acetic acid. You mix and tell me what you get. What the English teacher will know about that? The English teacher, professor also, and this teacher, professor who is teaching chemistry, is both are professors, but this one doesn't know anything about that thing, isn't it? They are different things altogether. So this Kundalini and all people talk about all the time, and you have to have, in this path, you have to be very careful, therefore you need a proper teacher. Because that Kundalini goes somewhere and something happens. So this is for those people who will know how to bring all the energy up and all that kind of thing. Now, it goes back now to the next verse. Om iti eka aksharam brahma vyaharan ma manusmaran. So, remembering me, even if you remember me by the name Om. Because the Supreme Reality's name is, first name is Om. All other names come after. First name is Om. Om iti eka aksharam brahma. The absolute reality is called as Om. Vyaharan mamanusmaran. Then you drop the body remembering me. Ya prayati tyajandeham sayati paramam gatim, which is the supreme state. Ananya cheta satatam yomam smarati nityashaha. He who remembers me constantly without single pointed attention, tasyaham sulava pata nitya yuktasya yoginaha. I am very easy to be attained by that person. And mamupetya punarjanma dukhalayam shashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha. This is introduction in the fourth chapter about reincarnation. Reincarnation is introduced in the fourth chapter in a substantial way. And now Bhagavan is talking about it here again. The person who comes to me is not born in this world again. This is called as reincarnation, and it's a fundamental doctrine in Hinduism. The fundamental doctrine in Hinduism is there is something called as reincarnation, and all of us have, in the fourth chapter, Bhagavan says, I have taken many, many births, and so have you, my dear Arjuna. I have taken many births, and you have taken many births. And the difference between me and you, me, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, is I know all my births. And you, Arjuna, he knows nothing. No, all of us are like that also, like Arjuna. We don't know our previous birth. If anybody knows, you please tell him. But we don't know our previous birth. And we could have been born as anything. Imagine. One fella, two fellas, they like cricket too bad, They like to play cricket. So one telling the next one, when you die, and you go to Swarga, whichever of us die, and we go to Swarga, you must contact the next one and tell him if it have cricket day. You must try to contact this one and tell it have cricket day or not. And if it no, I'm not coming. I want to go somewhere where I have cricket. So really, after some time, one of them died and went to Swarga. And he tried hard to contact this one. And after a week or so, he contacted him. He said, how are you going? He said, real good. He said, but you forget about that now. Tell me, it have cricket day? He said, well, it had good news and bad news. He said, why is it good news? He said, yes, it had cricket here in Swarga. He said, why is it bad news? He said, you playing in tomorrow match. Tomorrow. But there is a very, very strong, clear teaching in Hinduism that we die and we go from place to place. Swarga, Narak. Narak means hell. And listen, Hinduism real nice, We only have one type of hell, We have all type of hell. But the good thing about Hinduism also, that can be interpreted to mean all hell is right here. It have all type of suffering in this world or not? This world is full of all type of suffering. Every type of suffering is a different hell. Some people living in the hell of poverty. Some people living in the hell of war. They have big cities they live in, but hell of war. Some people living in the hell of desert. They burn a Kumbi Paka. Some people living in the hell of disease. Isn't it? Right here, all hell is. Right? I don't think no need to go anywhere. You're really suffering right here. Some people living in the hell of violence. Some people living in the hell of addiction and drugs. Hell for them. And right here is Swarga also, heaven. Different type of heaven. People enjoying like anything. So, it is all right here. But the idea is that we do not come back into this cycle where I am born as a human being, born as a cow, born as a buffalo, born as a deer, born as a grasshopper, a lizard, a snake, a frog, a dog, a monkey, donkey. Not to come back in this whole cycle. 84 lakh yoni, 8.4 million species. I could come back as anyone. The idea is to gain moksha and merge with God. And Bhagavan says, the one who doesn't merge with me, Mamu petya punarjanma na apnuvanti. The one who merges with me doesn't have a second birth, but that means also the other side. The one who doesn't merge with me, he has birth after birth. Bhagavan Shankaracharya lament that thing in Bhaja Govindam. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Wherever there is birth, there will be death. In second chapter, he talks about this. Birth and death, they go together. Okay. Speaking about birth and death, today we are celebrating the birthday of a very most wonderful birthday. See, Pandit Ram Samuj. But he didn't, they tell me, Swamiji, you have to come and do a yajna, But they didn't tell me how much years Pandit have, 70. 3 score and 10. Correct. So he have no hair to see if it gray or not, so we can't say. It's my hair, it growed it. Yeah. One man asking the next man, he said, why the hair in the head will get gray first and the mustache will get gray later? He said, because the one in the head have 20 years head start. The mustache came after 20 years. So you have some time yet, you see. Anyway, so I want to congratulate Pandit and Mrs. Ram Samuj. We have been coming here for many, many years. They have kept, it is people like these who have kept Sanatana Dharma going. You don't see them fretting. They keep it going smooth. Ajya dharaya srota sasamam. Flowing smooth, like, look here. When you throw from a cup, when you throw water like that, that splatters everywhere. But if you throw oil or ghee or honey, that thing comes down smooth, isn't it? Smooth flow. So the two of them are known for a very smooth flow. No starts and fits. Smooth. So, insofar as Sanatana Dharma is concerned, they have done a tremendous job in maintaining this temple and having regular functions, programs, and yajnas and puja and all sorts of things going on here constantly. See how nicely this place is kept. And you see, it proves that for the maintenance of Sanatana Dharma, we do not need anything highfalutin, We need nice, simple bhaktas who have value for this dharma. And that thing will keep going. We don't really need big, big things. So they have kept it going on. They have very nicely from their guru. And this temple is very ancient, isn't it? The temple is very ancient, and to get dedicated people like this to keep it, very difficult. So congratulations to Pandit Ram Samuj has made it all the way to 70. And I know we will be coming back here again. This will be because we have been coming for years. All right. Tomorrow we'll continue with Bhagwan's pravachan. Bhagwan is giving so many things to think about. Arjuna's question: how to remember you at the time of death? Easy. Remember me throughout your life. Then you will remember me at the time of death. We'll see that continuation tomorrow. Okay. What I'll do, I'll sing the birthday song for Pandit Ram Samuj, and then we'll have Aarti after that. There are some announcements, let me tell you. These are very important things. Sunday, September 30th, that is coming Sunday. Hindu Youth Experience, 3 to 8 p.m. at Diwali Nagar. 3 to 8 p.m. at Diwali Nagar. This is an initiative by a group of youngsters headed by Devan. They are going to bring well-known artists from across Trinidad and Tobago who are of Hindu background, but to sing bhajan. They are used to singing chutney and singing all the other things. But they'll come and sing bhajan. A very wonderful initiative. In fact, before coming here on Sunday, I will drop in there to give a talk also at that function. They have requested me to come there and say something. So I will be there. But those people who have the time before, because it starts at 3 o'clock, here starts at 5 o'clock. Please do go. Okay. Every year at the ashram, we have a Kabir Das Yajna. We used to have it, we missed out a few years now. So we have resumed this year. From the 18th to the 20th, I will be speaking on the Bani of Kabir Das, the teachings of Kabir Das, a great, great sage who lived about 500-600 years ago. And you're all invited, 18th to 20th at the ashram. That is 18th, 20th coming up now, October. December 30th, our banquet dinner will be held. Tickets will be available soon for our December 30th banquet dinner. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see some more announcements. Now, birthday song. Let me tell you the meaning of this birthday song. Janma dinamidam ai presakhe shantano tute sarvada mudam is a Sanskrit song for birthday. It is composed by our most beloved Swami Tejomayananji many years ago, and it has become very popular across the whole globe. I have heard this thing in so many countries. It says, on this birthday of yours, my dear friend, may you rejoice and be happy. Sarvadamudam. Then, Shantanotute, Sarvadamudam, then Prathayamahe Bhavashatayushi. We pray that you live for a long 100 years. We pray that you live for 100 years. Ishvara sada tvam charakshatu, in the protection and company of Ishvara. So may Ishvara protect you and keep you company. Then, what is the next line? Punya karmana kirti marjaya. Means, may you gain fame and name by doing punya karma. Like how I was telling, how you have kept up this place. That is such a great punya karma. Punya karma means a meritorious deed. Punya karma. Papa karma means sin. Punya karma is the opposite. In Hinduism, punya papa. These are the two words. Punya and papa. So may you be known for all the good things that you have done. Punya karmana kirti marjaya. Jivanam tava bhavatu sarthakam. May your life become fruitful and purposeful with great direction and all that kind of thing. Bhavatu sarthakam. May it be purposeful. Let us have this, then we'll have arti after. Janmadinamidam ai priya sakhe.
Janmadinamidam ai priya sakhe.
Janmadinamidam ai priya sakhe.
Janmadinamidam ai priya sakhe.
Shantanote sarvadamudam.
Shantanote sarvadamudam.
Shantanote sarvadamudam.
Shantanote sarvadamudam.
Prathayamahe bhavashatayushi.
Prathayamahe bhavashatayushi.
Prathayamahe bhavashatayushi.
Prathayamahe bhavashatayushi.
Ishvara sada tvam cha rakshatu.
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 Punya karmana kirti marjaya.
Punya karmana kirti marjaya.
Punya karmana बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, तू जिए हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू पंडित, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। Yeah. Okay. Now let us all stand for